Legendary Godzilla versus Shin Godzilla. Who's gonna win? Bruh, I haven't the slightest clue. But if you guys want to find out, pause the video now, comment Legendary or comment Shin, who you think is gonna win. And while you're at it, bruh, have y'all followed my Twitter? No? Links in the description. Go follow my Twitter. Suggest some videos to me. I want to know what y'all want to see me react to. So, in today's episode, y'all, we're reacting to just that. Legendary Godzilla versus Shin Godzilla. Coming to us from Goji Center. So before we go ahead and jump into this video, be sure to smash that thumbs up button one time for your boy. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And let's start the show, baby. Goji Center, bro. Never lets us down.
Today in the battle arena, we will witness a battle for the ages. For the first time in this series, we will have not one, but two Godzillas in the battle arena. The first, a titan that throughout the ages has earned the title of Alpha with Blood.
Bruh,
a giant
absolute
reptilian
alpha.
That does not know retreat
like
or
your boy.
surrender. The one and only legendary Godzilla.
I mean, I am, but you know.
Its opponent, one of the most terrifying monsters ever
Look at his
seen.
jaw.
With a biology so strange and volatile
he
that
just
it could
evolves
counter
like crazy,
just about
bro.
anything thrown at him. This wasn't an ordinary Gojira.
Ugly.
This is Shin Godzilla.
Godzilla.
In this battle analysis, we will go in depth, analyzing their weapons,
so they're looking at their
armor,
teeth.
resistance,
They're looking at their
abilities,
plates.
and biological attributes that will determine the winner of this battle.
Double
so make
prong
sure to
attack?
stay with us to the end as we reveal which of these titans deserves the title of Deadliest Godzilla.
It better be
Before we
legendary.
enter the analysis platform, it is imperative that we determine the physical proportions of these two monsters.
Who's bigger,
Let's begin
though?
with Shin
Legendary,
Godzilla.
right?
This particular
Shin
version
is
of
kinda
Godzilla
thick.
comes in many forms,
Yes,
constantly evolving
does.
into different
That's right.
forms that counter any obstacles or oppressive elements that this kaiju would face.
Does he got gills,
For this
bro?
battle, we will be using Shin Godzilla's
Form number 4,
known as Kamakura-san.
Kamakura-san.
389 feet in height, more than 30 feet taller than legendary Godzilla
Oh, he got
in
the
2014.
he got the height and the
weighed
girth
over
on him.
92,000 metric tons.
Woo!
A colossal kaiju of this size would have outsized the earlier 2014 rendition of legendary's
That's crazy.
Godzilla.
He's huge.
Therefore, we will be using the larger, bulkier version of Godzilla
2019.
featured in King of the Monsters.
Okay.
This time, legendary Godzilla measures a whopping 394 feet in height.
He's a big
just
boy.
5 feet taller than Shin. Additionally, this kaiju
Oh, he's
weighed
taller than Shin.
99,634 U.S. tons.
Weighs a little
But what
less.
is this in metric tons? By converting these different units of measurement, we see that Shin Godzilla, although shorter in
So
size,
Shin weighs
is actually the heavier
92,000
kaiju.
metric tons.
Proportionally speaking, however,
Godzilla
these two
weighs
are now
90,000.
almost the same. Now that we have a clear picture of how
There-
our contestants will be
this is a
sized
pretty
up for
close
this
head-to-head
simulation,
battle
let
right
us
here.
now enter the analysis platform.
Okay, let's see. What do we analyze?
Resistance. When it comes to the amount of damage that these kaiju can take,
Bro,
we need
it's
to
insane.
take into account the types of weapons used to counter both of these
Ooh,
creatures.
bro, that-
Shin
2019
Godzilla brings
Godzilla
a body
was
covered
fire, bro.
in thick, aberrated hide,
2019
capable
or
of
2000 was
withstanding
that
a ton
2019?
of firepower. In this scene, a whole squadron of Type 10 tanks, AH-64 Apaches, and
Bro, no way.
Z-copters rained a barrage of continuous fire on this creature.
Look at him,
The
unfazed.
result? Shin didn't even flinch.
Not
But how
even
does
fazed
legendary
by this.
Godzilla react to this type of weaponry? In 2014, Godzilla was attacked by a barrage of fire, and as you can clearly see, legendary
was hurting
Goji
him.
actually does react to
It was
these
hurting
sorts of
him. It
weapons.
was hurting him.
In contrast to Shin, who didn't react. The only weapon
Bro, that stuff
capable of
bounced off
piercing
Shin.
Shin
You
were
see
the
his
massive
eyes? He
ordnance
looked like he got the
penetrators,
googly eyes.
which went right through Shin's dorsals, causing him to bleed and roar in immense pain.
Oh, snap.
Meaning that this particular area of
He's got
Shin
a weak
is
spot.
vulnerable to
Okay.
damage. But
Okay.
there are a few other factors we need to consider.
Let's hear
If
it.
you have seen Godzilla King of the Monsters, you will recall the scene where Ghidorah picked up Godzilla and dropped him from the stratosphere.
I mean,
upon further
he
research,
survived,
we
though.
found two very important things.
He survived.
One, upon re-entry to the lower levels of the atmosphere, this temperature can reach 3,000 degrees
Dang,
Fahrenheit.
he got hot as
And
heck,
two,
bro.
Note that Godzilla landed on his dorsals.
But
Upon
he did
landing,
not
we could
die,
see
though.
that none of these dorsals broke.
Them
meaning
things
that
are
unlike
strong.
Shin, these can withstand immense amounts of shock damage.
Okay.
Furthermore, we witnessed Godzilla take a nuke to the face. In the film featuring Shin Godzilla,
Dude.
this is the type of weapon with a blast strong enough to kill Shin. Or
Okay,
that's what
so
they
a
thought, at
nuke
least.
will- oh, okay, they
Legendary
thought a nuke
Godzilla's
would kill Shin,
resistance
but it
is
didn't.
admittedly a bit strange. For a Titan that can withstand nukes, it is only reasonable for this thing to have a thick hide that's capable of withstanding any type of trauma. But
Dude,
this
he
is negated
really-
thanks to the Mutos
He's
penetrating
taking some
Godzilla's
damage
skin
from different,
and Kong's axe penetrating
Titans,
his
you know what I
thigh.
mean?
But
Different
in this particular
monsters.
battle, both Titans will need armor capable of withstanding atomic weaponry,
So who do you think is gonna win, bro?
High levels of heat.
I'm
And by
going with Legendary
considering all of the
Godzilla for
evidence,
sure.
We find that Legendary Godzilla checks
Just a
most
little
of
bit
these
more
boxes,
resistant,
giving
for
him
sure.
the edge in resistance.
Okay, that's one for my boy.
Regeneration. Because this battle will feature damage unlike any other battle seen in this channel, we must take into account the regenerative
Shin
pace of these
might
two
be nasty
kaiju.
with this.
Shin Godzilla possesses the capability to heal relatively quickly. The prime example of this is
All right,
the
so
moment when the ordnance penetrators managed to injure Godzilla.
Pause, when he got penetrated in the back,
observation, Shin
he
managed to
damage.
recover almost instantly.
But he recovered
and on top of that, deploy a weapon right where the injury was inflicted. This was thanks to its genetic composition that allowed it to regenerate this fast. More on this later.
That's crazy.
Legendary Godzilla also has regenerative capabilities, but they behave a little differently. Unlike its opponent, Legendary Goji's regeneration and healing is much slower and doesn't happen
it's
immediately.
A little slower. He has to hibernate, has to go
process
sleep.
Of healing injured areas can take anywhere from a few hours to even years, depending on the type of wound and where.
So
Once
it can
injured
take
by
years.
The axe, Godzilla is seen with an orange scab-like covering where the wound was originally inflicted. But another injury that Godzilla could have taken a while to recuperate from was its dorsals. Upon getting them destroyed by the Muto Prawn's sonic roar,
I didn't even know he got injured like that.
Fully. Both of these titans can heal over time,
but like,
in
bro,
a
he's
1v1
taking some
situation, healing
significant
on the
damage
spot is imperative. Not
in
to mention
fights,
that Shin
but
evolves
still
while
manages
it
to
heals,
win.
bringing back a superior organ better equipped to counter the weapon that
I didn't know
the
Shin
damage.
be evolving
For
like
this
that.
Reason, the
So he definitely has the edge.
Will go to
so we
Shin
1-1
Godzilla.
right now, baby. We 1-1.
Battle intelligence. Those of you who have seen both of these creatures in action will know that these two behave very differently. Throughout its film, Shin Godzilla has been seen as an animal that behaves on pure instinct. At times, this creature
doesn't take you to that
absolutely
next
no
level.
signs of thought processing.
Like, look at how,
but what about its
look at his
fourth
eyes,
form?
bro.
This creature's way of fighting wasn't led too much by actual thought processes.
Oh, he's just
but by
standing there. Look at
reactions
him.
to the surrounding elements.
He's
and
just
it
chilling.
was pretty
What movie is
effective.
this, bro? I
To
gotta watch
illustrate
this.
We need to see how this creature behaved during its evolution.
All right,
Once it found it difficult to breathe, this thing adopted a more terrestrial method
Oh,
of
that's
inhaling.
why he got rid of the
If it found it difficult
gills.
to move through objects, this thing now developed legs. Once airborne objects were the next big threat, this thing countered with weapons that could counter them effectively.
That's why his back got the
although
lasers.
This creature's brain does have something to do with the way it evolves.
Bro,
its fight methodology is determined by what the opponent does or what the obstacles are.
How does Legendary
A cause and
Godzilla beat him?
response sort of paradigm. Not much
How does he do
critical
it?
thinking. Legendary Godzilla is practically the complete opposite.
He's methodical,
Instead
bro.
of relying on its evolutionary traits for survival, this titan relies
got
on its cunning and, most importantly,
big brain,
its
dog.
battle experience. Allow
And
us
he
to
learns.
remind you that Legendary Godzilla has been alive for millions of years.
And he killed-
in
he's
the world
killed
of
everything.
monster versus Titans, living this long
Everything.
means that you have survived many battles and wars against many different types of foes.
ain't nothing
adding to Godzilla's
phasing
repertoire of
Legendary, bro.
combat
He got
methodologies.
them wits.
We'd like to think that Godzilla's mind processes are led by an instinctive compass, a hardwired personality backed up by its critical thinking abilities
Critical thinking
that allow it to
plus
develop
instinct.
strategies
So
and
he's got to
counters
take
any
this one
incoming attacks.
in the bag, bro.
Examples of this were shown with how he managed to
did
kill
y'all see
both
that
male
counter?
and female Mutos in
Beautiful
different
counter.
ways, aiming for Ghidorah's most vulnerable body parts and the ability to outmatch Kong in a purely physical confrontation.
And he
By
beat
taking
the
all of
dog.
this into
He beat the
account,
dog
it's
snot
clear
out of
that
him.
in this particular battle, the edge for
That's
intelligence
two.
during combat
For
will
Legendary
go to Legendary
Godzilla, y'all.
Godzilla.
2. Okay, let's move on. What are we seeing
Overall
next?
Most
Strength.
incarnations of Godzillas are
This
usually
is easy.
represented
I think
as
Legendary got
unstoppable
this one in the
forces of
bag.
nature. But what about these two? In its live-action appearance, Shin Godzilla was the type of kaiju that would literally burst through all sorts of urban landscapes,
he is very
densely
strong,
packed buildings, and power through missile
he's
fire.
just walking through
But where is all
everything.
this strength
So-
concentrated? Upon further observation, it's
don't
clear
know.
that
This is
most of
tough.
its muscular density
In his
can
thighs,
be found
bro.
in the
Thick
lower
thighs,
portion
bro.
of its body.
Look
More
at that.
specifically,
Tail
its
thick,
extremely thick
thighs
legs
thick.
and very large tail. The advantage
The
of
bottom-
having such a
bottom
build
half of
has
his
been
body is
beneficial
humongous.
to not just Shin, but Legendary Godzilla as well. That's right. Both of these kaiju have thicker legs and a tail that can be used as a
big
third
legs
limb,
and the
which
tail,
comes
but
in
I think
handy
Shin
when it
got the
comes to
bigger of the
stability.
two, you know what I'm saying?
The best example of this is how Godzilla soaked Kong's punch to the face on the carrier. The real reason why Godzilla did not get knocked down was the fact that it had 3 points of contact with the ground.
He took
Unlike
that
Kong,
freaking
whose
punch like
smaller
a
legs
straight
did not
G,
help him stay
and then
upright
came
against the
back with his
swipe from a
own.
smaller limb.
Scratched the
Speaking
heck out
which,
of him,
when
man.
it comes to upper body strength, Legendary Godzilla comes equipped with a bulkier upper body. In
So
contrast,
he's a bit
Shin
bulkier
Godzilla's
up
upper
top.
arms are much smaller.
Yeah,
and
look at
have
those
little
arms.
to
Look at
no
those arms.
role in the destruction of
He's
these
not
cities.
doing nothing with those arms. He got
who
T-Rex
wins the
arms.
edge? While it is true that most of the lower muscular density of Shin Godzilla surpasses Legendary's, this Godzilla's larger build on its upper part of his body and his constant
Yes,
reliance
sir.
on physical
That's
strength
3
in combat
for
gives him the
Legendary
edge when it
Godzilla.
comes
Let's
to
go.
overall
Let's go.
strength.
Okay, I'm liking where this is going,
Terrain
bro.
compatibility.
Oh, that's 4.
Which
no,
of
no,
these
that's 3.
two
That's 3.
kaiju can
We're on
fight
our
well
5th
in
one now.
any arena? Shin Godzilla has had 4 forms to evolve into a kaiju that can handle a terrestrial arena pretty well. But its most important ability is not how it moves, but how it detects threats. In the film, it is mentioned that this kaiju has a phased array radar, which allows this kaiju to sense things in any location in a given radius. This thing will be able to detect any incoming weapon.
How does that work? He's got eyes in the back of his head? How does that happen?
Is this
you can't sneak up on this man.
Although legendary Godzilla does not possess a similar defense mechanism, this kaiju has the ability to locate any monster on the surface of the Earth.
He can
detect
any monster.
Terrain, Godzilla
doesn't matter where
it's
at.
An apt swimmer, capable of fighting in both water and land.
See, that's I think that's crucial for legendary Godzilla. He can fight anywhere on Earth. Water, land, it doesn't matter.
This factor will be important when facing off against a titan of these proportions.
Going and not stopping? Yeah, legendary Godzilla, I think, is so much faster, dude. He has that, like, momentum, and he could go ahead and just go knock Shin down, bro. There's no way Shin is staying alive.
That said, it is possible that this kaiju didn't need to move fast at all. If humanity threw a special weapon that required Shin to evolve into a faster-moving creature, then it would have probably manipulated its body shape to counter such weaponry. But in its 4th phase, Shin Godzilla was not fast.
He's slow.
Legendary Godzilla, on the other hand, went from being a slow-moving creature in 2014 to a much faster
and agile he started picking up speed, and he was like,
being a yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Capable of literally running.
Look at him, he can run, bro.
Bouncing on a victim after being on all 4s.
Dude is agile as heck,
Godzilla
man.
uses its weapons, such as its
legendary
tail,
wins
is
this
a
one
clear
easy.
Indicator that this Godzilla moves in ways that Shin can't.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree.
Will be given to legendary Godzilla. Now,
it's not looking too hot for my boy Shin.
Melee weaponry.
Okay,
Shin Godzilla has been a kaiju that relied on other types of weaponry rather than
he got his tail,
prowess.
that's it.
The closest thing we got to physical damage was simply having this kaiju tear through cityscapes and nothing else.
So his tail doesn't do work?
Using its body as a weapon was
his
not
tail's
warranted
massive,
at all,
bro.
since there was no other opponent for Shin to use
he
them
low-key
on.
scary.
But what if it did? We will divide this melee analysis into 3 parts: jaws, limbs, and tail. If we compare both of these creatures' heads side by side, we find that Shin Godzilla has
got them teeth, man.
This jaw goes as far as unhinging, giving it more biting surface area, but at the expense of bite force. The problem with Shin's head, however, is that it's awkwardly placed on its neck.
It is, bro. How is he biting?
This head
How is
to
he
be
biting
at all
something?
effective to be used in melee combat,
this
head would have to be placed in a more obtuse angle along its spine.
Exactly.
This new posture
but look at
would
how
allow
it's.
Shin to
That's
bring
not
down
how it
its
is,
head
though.
and bite with more effectiveness, similar to legendary
But could
Godzilla.
you imagine if he evolved into something like legendary Godzilla, bro?
Legendary Godzilla's arms are
Shin
much
would be the
larger,
strongest freaking
stronger,
Godzilla there
and
ever was.
oriented in a way that can be used for close combat. Shin's arms are pronated upward, making it more uncomfortable for it to be used
He's
for
not
fighting.
using them.
Legendary
He's not using them.
and Shin's legs are relatively similar, but in the past, we have seen that legendary Goji has used its legs as a weapon and used for finishing maneuvers.
I don't think Shin has the ability to use his legs. He's slow, lumbering, but his tail is massive, though. And it uses,
half of its body length.
It's got its own head, bro.
Godzilla's tail is equipped with
It
enough
shoots
mass
out its
to
own
knock down
atomic
almost
blast
any
from
foe
its
that
freaking
stands in
tail's
front of it.
mouth.
This tail alone is taller than legendary Goji himself. Even though it has a smaller tail, legendary Goji actually does use this as a weapon.
He could really ruin some people's lives. Absolutely could.
And tremendous swing force. Again, we will reiterate that we have not seen any of Shin's melee weaponry in action.
So
and
excluding Shin,
what was that? Legendary Godzilla takes a critical edge when it comes to melee weaponry.
Okay, dude.
Now, let's get to the real damage.
We're getting to the atomic blast. The atomic breath.
Weaponry.
Okay.
The contestant who wins the edge in this category will obtain it because it was the most effective in this
look at that atomic
battle.
dude.
Let's begin
Shin
with
Godzilla. Atomic breath is
Titan's
crazy,
atomic
bro.
capability is not to be underestimated.
He
in
got
the
his mouth,
slightest.
his
this
back,
kaiju's signature
his freaking
weapon
tail.
is known as the condensed atomic heat ray.
That's what it's called.
Blast of atomic
Condensed
energy
atomic
so powerful
heat ray.
that it is seen cutting entire skylines in half thanks to its intense temperatures.
That's crazy.
To get to this point in temperature,
look at that, dude.
Time, though. Let's rewind a little bit before this condensation of energy. We see here that before Shin was able to condense this fire stream to its purple hue, this first started as a black smoke that was rapidly fired from this animal's vocal orifice.
And then it became fire.
Then ignited by its thermal flame, and then condensed into this deadly weapon.
It became like a beam.
This does not end
like
here.
a plasma cutter, bro.
Being able to release this
that's what it reminds me of.
This creature has another vestigial underdeveloped pair of mandibles
on his freaking
this
tail.
Was the result of this animal's constant evolution that allowed it to develop an extra outlet for this energy.
Absolutely insane.
If this wasn't enough,
He
this
shooting it from
animal
his
was also
tail
capable
and his
of
mouth
releasing energy
and his
through
back.
its spine, allowing more of this deadly energy into a wider area.
He
This
can
weapon
literally
can
shoot
also
this
be
at
aimed
all
with
angles.
accuracy thanks to its phased array
Every
radar.
angle, he could
How
literally
does
dominate.
Legendary Godzilla respond?
He just can't let it get off, man.
This Godzilla is equipped with one of the most destructive atomic blasts
Yeah, his
ever
atomic
seen,
blast is
capable of
crazy.
reaching 500,000 degrees Celsius and with the explosive power of an atomic
Dude, he literally
bomb.
like
This
drilled
weapon
into
was
the
used to
earth
dig
with
a
his
hole
breath,
through
bro.
the earth
Yes,
and reach the nether
it was
regions
crazy,
of the
man.
planet. But what about its dorsals? As seen in the film Godzilla King of the Monsters,
Oh yeah, he was
Godzilla
able to emit
an
that
atomic
like radiation.
pulse.
Yeah, atomic
this
pulse.
was
That's what it was.
exponentially more powerful thanks to Godzilla's thermonuclear state.
Yeah, that
Will
thermonuclear
Godzilla
state
hit
was
this
freaking
state in this
insane,
battle?
y'all.
No. This was caused by two things: Sarazawa's nuke and Mothra's sacrifice.
Yup,
Godzilla won't have any
So
of
he
these
can't get
in
that-
this battle.
he can't get
but
that
the
in this
pulse
battle.
itself can be used. In Godzilla Aftershock, we see that this pulse was used to expel a hazardous amount of energy,
That
which
pulse
allowed
is
Godzilla to
ridiculous,
destroy
bro.
the Muto
Absolutely
Prime.
cool.
So,
It's one of my
which
favorite
of
moves
these
that he
weapons
has.
is
His
the most
atomic pulse is
effective against
freaking
the opponent?
effective, man.
By observing how this atomic ray reacts to what it hits, it's evident that this
Ah,
ray
he
within
might-
itself has more destructive
He
power.
might cut.
Yes,
Do you think he
legendary
cuts through
can
Godzilla with that
blast a hole
atomic
through the planet,
heat
but
ray?
if this destructive
I don't
power
know.
was aimed at
I
the
don't
ground,
know.
it would have done the same thing. But what really gives Shin the edge
Having
is
that
the capability
tail,
to
bro.
fire a
That
very
twofer.
destructive
That
beam
2-for-1.
from many places.
Crucial.
Its tail
Absolutely
and
crucial.
mouth or its dorsals. Well,
And the
legendary
back,
Goji
bruh.
is able to spew this only from its mouth
So,
and its pulse only
he
while
has to
Shin
use
is
a
at closer
combination of
range.
things. He has to
This
use
one
his
is
claws.
very, very close, but for combat
It's gonna be
purposes,
Shin.
Shin Godzilla
Yeah,
takes the
it's
edge
gonna be
when
Shin.
it comes to the
Yup.
effectiveness of these
I agree.
weapons.
I agree. I agree.
X Factor.
All right,
There
what's
is
the X
something
factor?
very important we need to consider before putting
And what is
Shin
that?
Godzilla in the arena. It's genetic architecture. In the film, we were introduced to the theory that this creature's genome is so advanced that it is 8 times larger than human DNA.
Okay,
Explaining
okay.
why this creature was able to evolve
He
right
could just
in front
evolve
of your eyes
instantly.
and adapt to counter almost
So that's
anything
pretty
thrown at
interesting.
him. This does not end
So
here.
will he
Taking into
evolve
account the fact that this
fighting
animal can
legendary
regenerate,
Godzilla?
It was mentioned
Is
that
that
this
the X
creature could
factor?
have regenerated entire new forms from parts of its body.
Wait, what?
Similar to a starfish.
Oh, he could just
you
regenerate
can cut
new
these guys
forms?
up, but end up with more starfish. But this
So you-
regeneration isn't instantaneous
So
either.
you kill
It
him,
will take some
or you rip
time
the
for
arm
the
off,
healing to occur,
and he
but it
he
also
splits
won't
into
last
two?
days or weeks either. Once all of its atomic
that's a
energy
problem.
is depleted, it will have
That's a
taken this
problem.
animal almost 2 weeks to replenish its energy.
That's a problem.
The only way to effectively get rid of this monster is with
Is
a
how?
blast with a shock so powerful that it could disintegrate all of
Oh,
its
you
matter.
gotta kill its entire
Legendary
thing,
Godzilla's
its entire
X-Factor
being
is in a more psychological
immediately.
or behavioral realm. Given that Godzilla is arguably the most arrogant titan in the monsterverse,
Yeah,
it's
bro, 'cause
clear
he's
that
the
whenever
king.
Godzilla faces another kaiju, he expects the opponent to submit
Bro,
or face
and
his
I don't
wrath.
know- I don't
in
think-
this case, facing Shin
I don't
Godzilla
think that
would
Shin
be a
would do that.
confusing experience.
Because Shin
Once
is
seeing
a
that Shin does not
instinctual
submit,
monster.
Godzilla will go
He's
straight
not
for
thinking.
the kill. Whether this is a good or bad thing, we are about to find out.
All right, let's see.
We are now ready to reveal
Ooh,
who will
here
be
it
the
goes.
winner of this fight.
Here's the battle, y'all.
Shin Godzilla, with its abnormal biology, wins the edge on regeneration
Yup.
and a close edge on atomic
atomic
weaponry.
weapons, but
Legendary
Legendary takes
Godzilla, with
everything
its battle-hardened
else.
build, wins the edge on resistance,
Bruh,
battle
let's
intelligence,
see how this goes.
strength, terrain adaptability, locomotion, and melee
I
weaponry.
think
with
Legendary
no battle
Godzilla wins
attributes
this one,
shared
bro.
Between the two
What do y'all
titans.
think? What do y'all think?
After
Pause the video
compiling
and
all of
comment
our
now.
data,
I want to know
we
who you think.
determined this is going to take a while to explain.
No
but
clear winner.
bear with us. The simulation will now display
Okay.
the results in 3 phases. Number 1.
Okay, phase
the
1.
Stats
Let's see.
speak for themselves. Upon compiling all of this information, the first technical winner of this confrontation was Legendary
Legendary.
Godzilla.
Absolutely.
With the battle attributes carrying more weight being locomotion and melee weaponry.
And that
Because
caused
Shin
a lot of
Godzilla
damage,
has
I'm
little
assuming.
or no experience using melee weapons, and considering
He
the fact
instantly
that its
loses.
close-range weapons were inferior, this
Yup.
cost it its life when
Okay.
facing a charging Legendary Godzilla.
I
Even at a
agree with
distance,
that.
by
I
the
agree
time
with that.
Legendary
Yeah,
Goji
I
reached
like
the
that.
body of Shin Godzilla, Shin wouldn't have condensed its atomic ray fast enough before Godzilla got near to it.
'Cause he's so
or
fast,
blasted
bro.
it with its
'Cause
own
he's
atomic
hyper
ray.
quick.
Even if Shin did load it on time, Godzilla's corporal resistance would have kicked in to withstand
And he
this
would've
heat
just-
for enough
he
time
would've just
until it
tanked all
managed
that
to close
damage.
the distance and turn this into a close
And then giving him the
confrontation.
claws, the fangs,
Once
all that
Godzilla
stuff, bro.
finishes off Shin and walks away,
Okay,
as he
so
normally
phase
does,
1, Shin
this
lost.
would have not been the end of it. Remember that this is not the way to finish off this kaiju. You need
temporary.
to light up everything.
So you gotta kill him. Godzilla's
never
gonna
really
need some
learned this.
assistance on this
Number
one.
2, Shin Godzilla begins to regenerate once again.
Okay.
Remember that there is no clear limit to what this thing can regenerate
So he
and
regenerates,
evolve to,
but he
which leads
evolves,
us to
right?
number 3, the next confrontation.
Is that what happens?
The simulations in this channel normally conclude with one clear winner and one clear loser, with the loser being completely
Dead or alive.
dead.
Of course, yeah,
This
winner's
time,
alive.
Shin
Duh.
was
Come on,
defeated,
man. Come
but
on.
not completely killed, allowing his regenerative
So-
properties to kick in again. Now
Then they go for
Godzilla
round
faces
2?
a different kaiju with different corporal attributes
Oh, that's
that
terrible,
can better
bro.
counter his speed and physical prowess.
So now he
Perhaps
adapted to
even
become a
Shin
legendary Godzilla?
The simulation ends here since we
Wait,
have
what?
absolutely no
2?
data on this alternative 5th form.
2?
In the film, Shin Godzilla's 5th form were these humanoid creatures that evolved to better counter humanity in a more effective method.
Ah,
This was
okay,
halted,
okay.
obviously. By understanding Shin's biology, it is more than evident that had it faced legendary Godzilla,
Oh, he
its
would be
5th
a-
form would have been something
he would be an
completely
absolute
different.
killer. He would be
battle
a killer,
between
bro. Could you
legendary
imagine
Godzilla
that?
And this 5th form is completely up for grabs.
Oh,
and
we
won't
gotta
know
see Shin
exactly how
Godzilla's
it will
5th
go
form,
for
man. They need to
legendary
make a 5th
Godzilla.
form for Shin
Perhaps a
Godzilla
6th
that
or even
literally is
7th
able to
form
go
would have been
against
needed to finally
legendary
defeat
Godzilla, bro.
legendary Goji. In the past, Godzilla did face a kaiju of similar attributes. This kaiju
Interesting.
could regenerate from severed pieces of its body,
Okay.
and the only way to get rid of
Shinomura?
it was to incinerate the entire Titan.
So you gotta set
This
it on
was
fire,
achieved
bro,
by
to
dropping a
defeat
nuke
it.
on this
Okay,
creature,
this is
making it one
interesting.
of the only kaiju that Godzilla couldn't kill.
He just couldn't
Same
beat it.
applies here.
Okay.
This was a strange outcome, but only because we are dealing with a strange creature.
Dude, Shin is
Did
not a
legendary
normal
Godzilla
creature, guys.
technically win in your
His-
opinion? Or does Shin Godzilla's biology
I
grant
think-
it an ultimate victory?
I think
Let us know your opinions
Shin
in the
is the
comments.
ultimate
For more
winner
fun
on
kaiju
this one,
documentaries
guys.
like these, please like this video, subscribe,
Like and subscribe to
go
Goji
check out
Center.
our merch if
And while you
haven't
at it,
yet.
like and
Thank
subscribe
you so
to
much
me.
for
And that was a pretty good one right there, guys. Now, I personally think I wanted Legendary Godzilla to win, but I personally think Shin Godzilla might be the ultimate victor, but we don't know because we don't know Shin Godzilla's 5th form. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, man, be sure to smash that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this, and hey, bro, while you at it, go follow me on Twitter and Instagram, bro. Links in the description. Hey, here it is up on the screen. But thank you guys for always rocking with me, man. I appreciate y'all. And until next time, my friends, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next episode, baby. Peace.